This video is brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. If you're a CEO who's tired of QuickBooks or tired of the nonsense of running multiple programs, then upgrade to NetSuite to more effectively run your company. The Pittsburgh Steelers will owe Big Ben Roethlisberger $41.25 million next year. Over $41 million. Do you understand how much money this will be? The highest salary cap hit in the entire NFL. Big Ben will. Now, rumors are he'll restructure his contract. First of all, why would he? He wants the money. And even if they restructure, it's still going to be, you got to owe him the money. You just got to do it later. It's if you keep Big Ben, the NFL Players Association does not like when you say, oh, you owe us, 41, but we'll take 16. They don't allow players to do that. Because then it would happen all the time, and it hurts players if that's a general thing people do. And so the only way the Steelers can get out of paying Big Ben the money is if they cut Big Ben, the Steelers will save $19 million. And as I've thought about it more, at one point I said, Big Ben is the only option for Pittsburgh. I'm like, God, they can't do anything else. Then I thought about it for a long time. I'm like, first of all, that's not true. You always have other options. You can do whatever you want if you're Pittsburgh. But also, how good of an option really is Big Ben? How good is Big Ben right now? And the reality is that they're getting sentimental. It makes no sense for Pittsburgh to hold on to Ben Roethlisberger. It doesn't make any sense. They want to have one final goodbye year. Pittsburgh, again, they're getting sentimental. We'll see him off the right way. But here's the problem. A wasted year would be a year doing a send-off tour for Big Ben. That'd be a wasted season. What's the point? You're not going to win a Super Bowl. You have the wrong quarterback. You have a guy who's aging, frankly, Big Ben's a mediocre quarterback now. It's so crazy to compare the work ethic and the way Big Ben is taking care of his body to Tom Brady. Tom Brady embarrasses Big Ben. Did anybody watch the physique of Big Ben in the final game he played against Cleveland? It looks out of shape. I'm sorry. It's true. So Big Ben is mediocre. He's also expensive. Over $41 million? Are you on drugs? What? No way. And the team right now, Pittsburgh is in a position where if they've got the right quarterback, they could win. They could win a Super Bowl if they get the right leader and the right quarterback playing for them. I would actually argue that I think Gardner Minshew, a guy who's not a Hall of Fame quarterback. Big Ben's a Hall of Fame quarterback, sure. Gardner Minshew, though, from Jacksonville. By the way, the only time the Jaguars have won a game in 2 years is when Gardner Minshew plays quarterback for Jacksonville. He's a great leader. He galvanizes people around him. Remember when the Steelers fell apart last year and they really lacked a leader bringing them together? Oh, Big Ben was there. He didn't do much of anything. He was kind of the central piece around the Steelers that fell apart. He threw 4 interceptions in the playoff game where they lost. It's awful. And so, will the Steelers win a Super Bowl next year if they hold on to Big Ben? No. And once you realize that, you go, oh, it's over. It's like when you're dating someone, you go, am I going to marry this person? And when you realize the answer is no, it's, well, why are you still dating them? And if you want to just have fun, fine. But that's not fair to Pittsburgh fans. It's not fair to Pittsburgh's Big Ben's teammates. It's not fair to the coaches. It's a wasted year if the Steelers hold on to Big Ben. They need to solve their quarterback problem. They got guys on the table. They got Sam Darnold. They got maybe Gardner Minshew could be traded for, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson. But you got to make a move now. Because if you're not going to move away from Big Ben, you're just avoiding the inevitable. I don't really know a scenario in the world where delaying problem solving ever is helpful. We got a really bad problem in our marriage. Let's just avoid it. Oh, my car is breaking down. Let's just avoid it. We'll deal with it later. Well, I got a massive health issue. I'll deal with it later. You get a heart attack, you die. You got to solve your problems. This is a big problem for Pittsburgh. $41 million for Big Ben next year. No, No. It's insanity. Pittsburgh needs a new quarterback yesterday. They should have solved the problem by now. They got Dwayne Haskins, the guy who was cut by Washington. That's their long-term plan. No, it's not. Good luck with that. And I understand that Pittsburgh has really good memories with Big Ben. They love him. He's beloved in their city. He's beloved by the ownership, I would imagine. But the Steelers need to stop hanging on to the past and move forward. Because if they want to have a future, if they want to be competitive, I would imagine they like winning Super Bowls. They've won a lot of them in Pittsburgh. That's their goal every year, right? Is to win a Super Bowl. So why would you go forward with a plan you know is not going to work? Big Ben's mediocre. He's expensive. I don't get it. Big Ben staying as the Pittsburgh quarterback next year would be a waste of a season. And I don't, it's not good for anybody. Again, fans, ownership, teammates. I know Big Ben wants to play, and I understand that. But the best thing for Pittsburgh to do, the Steelers need to cut Big Ben as soon as possible. Cut the guy, save $19 million, and go find another solution at quarterback. Because Big Ben's mediocre. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with Big Ben next year. And once you realize that, it's like realizing in a relationship again. Oh, I'm not going to marry this girl. So why are you dating her? What's your long-term? Oh, you don't have a long-term plan? Oh, you're just screwing around? I mean, that's fine for a little while, but not when you're messing with other people's lives and your other people's livelihoods and your fan base who wants to win a Super Bowl and your team that's got a really good roster and a special defense. When they're healthy, oh my gosh. The Pittsburgh defense is incredible. Don't play fast and loose with people's futures and people's livelihoods. And Big Ben, sorry, you're making too much money. You're not special. You're not that great of a quarterback anymore. And you're not the leader Pittsburgh needs. You're not the guy with the work ethic Pittsburgh needs. You're getting embarrassed by Tom Brady, who's showing you up at every... Remember, Tom Brady entered the league before Big Ben, and Big Ben is probably going to leave the league before Tom Brady. It's like, wow. That's what happens. You don't take care of your body, and you're not really intense about preparation and working hard, and you're just like, I'm a gunslinger. And it doesn't work. So I am telling you, the Steelers need to move off of Big Ben as soon as possible.